Hey, I thought that I would do something for you, and the other day you talked about really, really enjoying when we went to Books A Million and I read to you. So I wanted to read to you, and I decided I'd make a video and do so. This is my third try at it because the quality has always been like too high, and so the thing's too big, and even though YouTube says it'll take 2 gigs, for some reason it's not working. Anyway, so I thought I would read to you, and I assume you're still on page 85. I texted you and you didn't text me back, so I'm just gonna start here. Well, you haven't texted me back yet, but you're at work, so anyway, so I was just gonna read to you, and yeah. Rick tells me that as he lay there in bed waiting to die, he heard God say to him, "Your life is not your own, but you have been bought with a price." And at this point, he felt a certain peace. Rick told me he understood cognitively, as well as emotionally, that his role in his relationship with God was to humbly receive God's unconditional love. My pastor, of course, is still alive, a miracle he cannot explain. Before he could save himself, he drifted into sleep, and he woke the next morning with ample energy, as if he had never swallowed the pills at all. After surviving the suicide attempt, Rick went to Bible college, married a girl he met in school, and now they have 4 children. A little over a year ago, he planted a church in downtown Portland, widely considered the most unchurched region in the United States. There are only about 8 of us at our first meeting, and now the church was growing to more than 500 people. On a given Sunday, there are dozens of non-believers at our church, and each week Rick shares with them the patient love of God. He talks about Jesus as if he knows him, and as if he has talked to him on the phone earlier that morning. Rick loves God because he accepts God's unconditional love first. Rick says that I will love God because he first loved me. I will obey God because I love God. But if I cannot accept God's love, I cannot love him in return, and I cannot obey him. Self-discipline will never make us feel righteous or clean. Accepting God's love will. The ability to accept God's unconditional grace and ferocious love is all the fuel we need to obey him in return. Accepting God's kindness and free love is something the devil does not want us to do. If we hear in our inner ear a voice saying that we are failures, we are losers, we will never amount to anything, this is the voice of Satan trying to convince the bride that the groom does not love her. This is not the voice of God. God woos us with kindness. He changes our character with the passion of his love. The dream of Christ's love for his bride, reading like Romeo and Juliet, 2 equals inflamed in liberal love, I think is more like Lucentio's pursuit of Bianca in The Taming of the Shrew. That is, the groom enduring the belligerent bride with kindness, patience, and love. Our behavior will not be changed long with self-discipline, but fall in love and a human will accomplish what he never thought possible. The laziest of men will swim the English Channel to win his woman. I think that what Rick said is worth repeating, that by accepting God's love for us, we fall in love with him, and only then do we have the fuel we need to obey. In exchange for our humility and willingness to accept the charity of God, we are given the kingdom, and a beggar's kingdom is better than a proud man's delusion. I think that's where you left off. I'm going to stop this one short, start back up on chapter 8, because I don't want the file size to be too big. But anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day at work, and I miss you, and I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.